I'm one of the people who thinks that social media is just destroying our civilization, and there's nothing good about it. When we look back on social media 100 years from now, we're going to look back on it unfavorably. We're going to realize the mistakes we made, and for that reason, I'm going on another social media break. So, I've done a few social media breaks in the past, and I always eventually end up going back to using social media. But the one thing I'm going to try a little differently this time is I am not going to use it at all. So in the past, when I've done this, I would, give myself 5, 10, 15 minutes a day to use social media. But I think what that actually does is it just makes it worse. Giving myself that little dose of dopamine that it'll give you, I think that makes it worse. So from here on out into the indefinite future, I will not be using social media. The big ones that really get me are Instagram and Reddit. So I like blindly open up the Instagram app 800 times a day for no reason. There's nothing new there, and it's a problem. It really is. And you might be wondering, I'm just realizing, but you're uploading onto YouTube. YouTube is a social media. Yes, you're right, but in my mind, I make the distinction that creating content is much different than consuming content. I'm not out here, you know, scrolling down my feed on YouTube Shorts. That is not what I'm going to be doing. What I do is I play some video games like this, hop on my computer, record a video, and upload it. There's no um, engineered dopamine thing going on here that there is when you're, just scrolling down a feed or whatever. So that's what I implore anybody to do is take a look at your habits. Are you spending way too much time on social media? Is that the thing that is your breaking point? Like, I'm sure if you took a look at my watch time or my screen time for social media over the past couple of weeks, I don't know, just a random time frame, my numbers would be completely insane. And then you add that time up, right? If I'm spending like, I really shouldn't even guess because I don't know, but let's say I'm spending 2 hours a day on across all social medias. It could be more for all I know. But if you add all that time up, say that's 2 hours a day, that's 14 hours a week. What could I be doing with that 14 hours a week that's actually productive and that actually is useful and gives utility to my life? Well, that's what we're about to find out. What I'm about to find out anyway, as I try this break from social media and trying different things other than scrolling on my feed. And this is something that's a little hard to describe, but in the past, when I've done these breaks from social media, I've definitely noticed it. And that is, it's kind of like the noise goes away in a sense. Like you feel more calm. You feel like you're thinking clearer. Like the world is slowed down in a way, almost. Because you're on social media. If you're just flipping through all the different social medias, you're seeing a million different things in a day, a million different comments, a million different everything. So without all of that stimulation and all of that external stuff, your mind kind of becomes quiet, and it's very, very nice and serene. And you do get an itch to go back onto social media. You think you're gonna miss something. You think, there's something important going on, but it's never the case. I was just reading a book it's not from Charlie Munger, but it's a compilation of his speeches. And he's Warren Buffett's right hand man. He just passed away. Rest in peace. But he said, and I think even Warren Buffett also said, they don't use social media, they don't use anything like that, they just don't need it. And guess what? They're surviving, right? I'd say they're surviving pretty well. We can definitely live without social media. We've done it for thousands of years. And like I said, I think when we look back at this period of time in the future, the social media is going to be one of the biggest regrets as a race, as a species that we have, because the things that it's doing to our brains, it's just terrible. So thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.